Me again. I hope you're comfy for a nice reading. This is from chapter 10 in Spell 30, Book of the Dead. Aaron meets Manar. She's a cute little Bedouin girl and very, very clever. We ready? You must be Aaron. I heard the words, but couldn't see anyone. I immediately thought of Mat, the goddess who ripped my heart out. She's back. Of course, I'd uncovered a picture of Thoth, made him materialize, made the god angry again. I put my hand over my heart. When I looked up, I stared straight into the sun and it blinded me. I couldn't see anyone, but I heard a noise. I spun around, expecting them to be behind me. On the wall to my right, I finally saw some feet. They were brown, painted with patterns and swirls. I couldn't remember which god had a painted body. Leave me alone, I shouted to the feet. They now had legs. Hello, my name's Manar, the legs said. She crouched down, and I could see a beautiful girl balanced on the wall, right next to me. Silky scarves floated around her head. Oh, hi, sorry, I couldn't see you. Am I disturbing you? No, sorry, I didn't know who you were. I am the daughter of your teacher, she said. She jumped down off the wall right next to me. I backed up against the wall. Artif's your dad? Correct, she said. And this must be the painting you uncovered. My father calls it an outstanding depiction of Thoth. Oh, that's why you're here, to see the drawing? Correct. That made sense. Everyone was interested in the picture of Thoth I'd uncovered. Even my dad and all the students came to look at it that morning. It was a big deal, apparently. Manar took her phone from her pocket of her skirt and started snapping the image. While she studied the painting, I studied her. Every time she moved, she tinkled. Her scarves, covered in tiny coins, jingled like a soft song. Her hands, decorated with the same patterns of her feet, had flowers, butterflies, and swirls all over them. But her face was tattooed. It blew me away. Tiny purple dots ran from her hair to her nose, and 4 small diamonds inked her chin. It was well cool for a 12-year-old girl. Have you seen the supervisor's house? She said, spinning around. She caught me staring at her. Her huge dark eyes grabbed me. She glared at me with an odd expression until I realized I hadn't answered her. No, I said, sounding as intelligent as the brick wall behind me, the one that was holding me up now. It's my favorite, she said, skipping out of the house and into the passageway. I suppose she meant for me to follow her, but she didn't exactly say. I took a deep breath and trailed behind her, swishing veils, and disappeared into the other house. When I caught up, she stood over a wooden door on the floor, pulling on a short rope handle. I held my breath and moved closer to help her. Look, she said as she yanked the latch open. 3 amphora pots from the Middle Kingdom. They're almost 4,000 years old. I peered into the small hole in the floor and saw 3 clay pots sitting in a bed of sand. Wow, how come these jars aren't in a museum? I asked. This site is a museum, she said, as if I should know. Does my dad know about these pots? I asked. He does. He has already photographed and catalogued them. Oh, like the wall your dad and I are working on, I said. We photograph and catalogue everything. Correct. Do you live here? I asked. I'd been here for 6 days and hadn't seen her. No, I live with my aunt in Luxor on the other side of the river. I'm just here for the school holidays. Oh, yeah. I guess there aren't any schools out here in the desert. I looked around. There are. In the Bedouin village where my father lives. It's just, well, I go to a private school in Luxor. That's all. Oh, for clever kids, I said too quickly. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Something about Manar made my mouth not work properly. I'm staying with my father for the school holidays, and your father suggested I come and work with you. Dad suggested? Why? I'm studying to be an archaeologist, just like him. I'm going to be the first female Bedouin to graduate as an archaeologist in Egypt. Cool. Actually, it's rather hot here. No, I mean, that's cool. Good. Me too, I mean, I'm staying with Dad for the holidays as well. I mean, my dad. I should stop talking. Seriously, Aaron, I know what cool is. You're really easy to tease. My days improved with Manar around, especially since we're the same age. She knew the village like a textbook and showed me hidden chambers, roof decks, and hieroglyphics that only a few archaeologists and Egyptologists had seen before. It was really cool. Each night I used to sketch everything in my sketchbook and keep a record of what I was seeing. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you get the book and read more for yourself. And if you've got any questions, just drop a note on my website or below this link, and I will get back to you and we can discover more about ancient Egypt together.